Good afternoon, Grizzlies. Today is Friday, September 19th, and here are your hosts, Caleb and Christian.
Welcome back to Gunderson Live Grizzlies. My name is Christian.
And I'm Caleb. Today is officially the last Friday of summer and the end of the grading period. So let's get to the news.
That's right. Today is the end of the first 6-week grading period. So get that work turned in, and it officially becomes fall on Monday morning as we experience the autumn equinox. This celestial event occurs when the sun is exactly above the Earth's equator, which makes the day and night equal length. These equinoxes happen in September for the end of summer and again in March for the end of winter. These are not to be confused with the summer solstice and winter solstice, which mark the day's longest and shortest time of daylight.
In national news, a recent study from the Pew Research Center shows that nearly half of U.S. teens say they are on social media, quote, almost constantly. That is up nearly 25% from a decade ago. And 96% of teens say they use the internet daily, but after growing up chronologically online, some Gen Z activists are leading a movement to take back control of their attention by logging off of addictive social media apps. Research has shown that teens feel it is impossible to disconnect from social media when everyone else is still online.
That's right. So let's do a little experiment right now. Teachers and students, listen up. Think to yourself for a moment and answer this question. How much money would someone have to pay you to delete all your social media accounts? $20, $50, maybe $100. Just know, delete TikTok, X, Facebook, Blue Sky, Reddit, Snapchat, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Threads, or Tumblr. We'll pause for a moment so you can tell your teacher how much it will take for you to delete all of them. Did the answer surprise you? Well, when this question was posed to college students around the country, some of the students answered that they would pay someone else to delete their social media because it is too hard for them to do it alone.
So if anyone needs to get some community service hours, maybe you can start a social media deletion service. After all, you will need to perform 40 hours of community service during your 4 years of high school in order to graduate. Unless you're a senior, then you only need 30 hours. Community service can be any work that you do outside of school hours that does not pay. Volunteering at sports games at Gunderson is a good way to get some easy hours and help out your school. You just need to pick up a community service timesheet from the front office and get it filled out by a person in charge of the event you're volunteering for. Don't leave it until the last minute. There's a bunch of seniors out there that have 0 hours done. Get on it.
Making sure you get your community service hours is a great way of showing the P in pride. The P stands for personal responsibility. But you already knew that, right?
Well, we sent on our Gunderson Live crew to see what you do to show good personal responsibility. Take a look.
Hey Grizzlies, my name's Celia. Today we're going to be asking Grizzlies on pride.
Hey guys, Mr. Castro here. Talk to you about personal responsibility. So again, by definition, personal responsibility means it's the choices that you make, right? So I think the big thing there is the word choice. We all have choices to make. We all come in with different circumstances, right? And I know that for some of us, making choices is probably easier than others.
I show personal responsibility by keeping up my grades in my classes.
The way how I show personal responsibility by being a student athlete is having good grades and being on time to school.
I think personal responsibility is paying attention, and I show that by taking notes.
Personal responsibility is when you take care of yourself and you know what you're doing with yourself. Personally me, I don't know, sometimes I go on a walk or I do things that I enjoy doing.
I show personal responsibility by showing up to class on time and doing my homework on time.
I show personal responsibility by getting to class on time and doing my work in class.
In my classroom, right, I have a diverse group of students, and sometimes it can be really frustrating. And sometimes I think as teachers, we want to blame other people for the circumstances, right? But at the end of the day, I have to make a personal choice. It's my personal responsibility to empathize with each of my students and try to do what's best for each of them, being that they have their own circumstances. So
that was some interesting answers. Let's go back to the studio.
Today, UC Berkeley will be stopping by at Gunderson. A representative from the Undergraduate Office of Admissions will be here during the second half of GOC to talk about all the things about UC Berkeley. So, if you're interested in finding out more about the school, sign up at the link below. The rep will cover topics like student life, majors and programs, the admission process, and other things the campus has to offer. This event is open to students from all grade levels. If you sign up in time, a pass will be delivered to you, then you can head over at GOC move time.
One more reminder to enter the monthly Popportunity Drawing. These drawings have some pretty sweet prizes, and the prizes change each month. The prize for September is 2 tickets to any Gunderson sporting event or Gunderson band concert. To enter the Popportunity Drawing, just write your name on the back of a pot ticket and put it in the box at the front office. We will draw the winners here on Gunderson Live each month.
If the free tickets aren't catching your eye, you can use your pot tickets at the Pride pop-up shop that occurs at the end of every month. And since next week is the last school week of September, Thursday the 25th, the Pride pop-up shop will be back. At the pop-up shop, you can score all kinds of food, candy, games, school supplies, and Gunderson swag. The usual location for the pop-up shop is in the foreroom at lunch. But sometimes they pop up in unexpected places, so keep your eyes open.
Today in sports, the girls flag football travels to Santa Cruz to take on Harbor High School at 3:45 p.m. In fact, they are already gone, so send them good luck with your mind powers.
Well, that is it for today. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel at Gunderson Live and follow the Instagram at Gunderson_Live.
And remember, the grading period ends today, so get all your work turned in and we'll see you next week.